The Sports Scouting Report with Lee Burkeen. Brought to you by
Give the Bugman a call. We get them before they get you.
Harvey Auto in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you have trusted for years. Here's your host, Lee Burkeen.
Hi everyone, Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. We've got a great show today. We've got two of the top recruits in Bossier City at Airline High School, a quarterback and a cornerback. And one's an underclassman and one's going to be a senior this coming year. And they're very, very good football players. And the head coach is going to join us at Airline High School. Home of Todd Walker, home of Hayden Travinsky, recently LSU baseball national champion, played at Airline High School in Bossier City. We're going to be right back with Coach Justin Scogin when we come back of Airline High School. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host. Go to wherever you get your podcast. We're on Podbean, or you can go to Twitter. Go to our website. Actually, I'm going to do a write-up on Airline really soon for the season, in depth, on the whole team. They have a lot of good players. And who better to ask than the head coach at Airline High School, Justin Scogin, man. Thank you. I think we had lunch recently. A little Mexican food here.
Not bad.
Not bad, man.
I got some great food up here. As you can tell, I'm trying to get my shirt right.
Look, Leesville, Louisiana native. Absolutely. I got it. Look, we got to get that out.
Wampus Cats.
Before we get to Airline, how do you like the Leesville Wampus Cats and the history? And people that are not from there.
There's only four Wampus Cats in America. I think there's one in North Carolina, Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. So it's probably the most unique mascot there is. Also the best, other than being a Viking. But it's unique, because that's the first thing you say when you say, "Hey, I'm Leesville High School." Oh, Wampus Cats. Yeah. And then they, move on to Cecil Collins and Kevin Mawai and all those guys.
Michael Ford and
all those guys that played there.
Eddie Fuller.
Yeah, Eddie Fuller. Caught the touchdown in the earthquake game. But yeah, that's a cool. It's a great place to grow up. It's a great place to go to school. It's just an overall great place, and they're doing great things down there. Robbie's doing a great job.
Big defensive end Pittman played in NFL, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. He played down there. I think he ended up moving out. They were, I think, military, but he moved out. I don't think he finished at Leesville, but yeah, Kavika was there for a while.
Before we talk about Airline again, Coach was a heck of a baseball player at Leesville. You're a baseball guy.
Average.
Yeah, pretty good at Leesville.
Good for Leesville.
And you grew up around the media. Your mom radio station.
Yeah, my mom owns a radio station in Leesville, 93.5. I grew up around radio, doing helping them out, doing broadcast, baseball, basketball, my whole life. So it's I enjoy this stuff.
Coach, you got a great team this year. You had a lot of young guys last year. We all have the injuries every year, but you had a lot of guys play that were sophomores, going to be juniors. You got quarterbacks going to join us, Ben Taylor, who's one of those juniors. You got a corner that's going to join us later in the show that's going to be a senior. What do you think of this team? I mean, you've seen a few teams over the years at Leesville, and now you've been at Airline a little bit.
Yeah, going into my 15th year, I've seen 14 senior classes now. And this is one of my favorites. They're fun to be around. They know when to be serious. They know when to play. It's a great team culture. It's a great team chemistry. And you mix that in with a couple of young guys, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and it's a great just overall atmosphere.
We're going to take a break. The Vikings. They're called Airline Vikings. I love their colors, the blue and with the big A, and it's good stuff. We're going to be right back with more of Coach Scogin, the head coach at Airline High School in Bossier City, Louisiana. And later in the show, we've got their stud quarterback and their stud corner, who's a senior. By the way, I'm going to ask Coach when we come back. I think he's the best cornerback in the state of Louisiana. Nobody's talking about.
Agreed.
And Ben Taylor, who's got a couple of years left, is a guy that nobody's talking about statewide. So we're going to get them on later. And we'll be right back.
What does a Bugman do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our show. And we're going to have a Recruit of the Week. We actually have Geico that just came in to help us out. We're adding people. We're adding subscribers, Coach. We're growing it. I had a guy from Pennsylvania catch it the other day. I had a guy in Texas, Houston, a coach at Galena Park, North Shore, got with us. Like, man, I'm watching. He was from Louisiana. I'm like, great, man. Yeah. So it's getting out
big
there.
Time right there. North Shore's big time.
Got some people in Charlotte, North Carolina that looked me up. And so we're getting emails. And now they're demanding that we travel the state. And we actually had a lot of Bossier people and Shreveport people that said, when are you going to go there and do shows? So here we are.
Yeah, we've been trying to get together for almost a year now.
Yeah.
With a 7-month-old child, it's kind of hard to travel.
Yeah,
anywhere.
I remember when I called you, there wasn't a child yet.
There wasn't a child.
Yeah,
we were right there on the edge.
I was like, I got you, Coach. I get it. Yeah. She's 3 months out. I get it. I get it.
No, she was about 3 weeks out.
3 weeks out. Yeah.
That was a
Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it. He's doing great.
People don't really think of that with coaches. They don't think coaches. They don't. I guess they don't. They're too much in the wins and losses and this and that. But y'all got these little kids you got to raise.
My son just turned 5 yesterday, and we have a 7-month-old at home right now, and the ones that don't get enough credit are the wives. They don't get.
There you go.
They don't get the credit.
There you go.
Because my wife right now, we're having to practice in the evening with the heat and the wet bulb and all that stuff. So I'm not getting home till 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night.
And you're watching film.
She's having to put kids to bed and do all that, cook dinner, take care of them, and so she, that's another aspect that nobody talks about.
And you teach.
Being able, absolutely.
People forget that. We just got to show some love on what they do every day. It's not just
show some
coaching.
Love to the coaches' wives.
That's right.
Doubt,
that's right.
No doubt.
Might have made you some brownie points today.
Absolutely, yeah.
Talk about you two guys we got today. Let's first start with your corner. Who's a senior?
Yeah, so Jeremiah Boudreaux. Jeremiah Boudreaux's a guy that's got everything. He's got the size. He's 6'2". He's fast. He's intelligent. He plays at a high level. He's intense. He's competitive. There's not enough. I think those would be considered adjectives. I wasn't very good in English.
It's okay.
But anyway,
I wasn't either.
I think that's a descriptive word.
I made a C in English, Coach. It's okay.
I was always tinkering on the edge of B and C. But he does everything that you need in a big time corner. And in these days where everybody wants their corners to be 6'2",
tall,
6'4", he's that guy. Ran a 10.7 in the 100.
Just a 10.7.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing. 21 in the 21 in the 200.
Only 10 in the state do that.
He's the high jump. He's the high jump champion, but lost it by some some
right.
But he's still 6'7.5" on the high jump, which was the same as the state champion. So he's everything. He's got a 3.7 GPA. There's not enough time. We don't have enough time on the podcast to talk about
got it all.
things that he does.
He's got it all, but he just needs to be ranked and recruited more.
Yeah, and that's
after today.
That's kind of the thing. We've done a lot more ones-on-ones in the spring or in the spring and the fall, and him, against our guys, it's been fun to see, and it's just he's a special talent.
We'll take a break, come back with more, Coach, and talk, and then end it and talk about Ben Taylor's quarterback. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast. We're at Harvey Toyota in Bossier City. Thank you, Tommy, for allowing us to use your place. We brought our backdrop here, but be sure to support Tommy Harvey because he's a big coach, a big sports fan. He actually loves high school college football.
Yeah, I wish I had enough money to buy one of the nice bars.
Right. Talk to him one day. But I mean, he's one of those guys though that truly will call and say, who's LSU Mississippi State recruiting?
Yeah.
Not every business guy's into it like that. And he can talk a little bit. He can talk about football and baseball and.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, man. Talk ball. Ben Taylor, your quarterback. I got a chance to see him. I don't know what game, but I just remember how his arm is live. He's tall. His build's going to be phenomenal when he's done. He's only a junior. You got him for 2 years. You had him last year as a first-year guy.
Yeah.
but he showed that taste of what's coming, of like,
Thankfully, yeah.
that blossom, that flower is going to be phenomenal at the end.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he had a great season going for 3,100 yards.
Just,
but,
yeah.
And which, for a high school kid, that's
good,
phenomenal.
yeah.
And it's even better when you include that he's a sophomore.
First year.
First year. Well,
Right.
he did start some games.
But his first full season.
His
huh?
first full season. He grew throughout the year, and the more he learned and the better he got, and it was a whole lot of fun. But the best part, I think, was the off season. He's actually gotten a little bit bigger, and he's gotten stronger and faster, and I think that'll be kind of the biggest thing when people see him this year is, man, I remembered him being skinny last year.
Yeah.
And now he's not exactly skinny, he's a bigger guy. He's if we need him to run, he can run. If, we need him to just throw the ball down the field, he can do that. But, the off season's been really good for him this year.
He looks like a junior. I mean, that's normal
No,
progression.
he looks like a college freshman.
But I mean, like from last year, like
Yeah.
sophomores look like sophomores.
Yeah, you compare from sophomore to junior year. Yeah, he's going to be a completely different.
And I want to give his dad a plug, who played at Southwood High School.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Dad was a Southwood grad.
Was a good player in his
Hey,
time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talked to his dad on the phone. Actually called him and said, "Your son has got some talent." And he said, "All right." Now he's like, "All right." That's,
Here's where he got it from.
yeah, right.
First thing I would have said if anybody.
Me and his
asked me
dad
about
talked ball a little bit over the phone. But Coach, I thank you for being a part of the show.
Yeah.
We got it done. You didn't have to come to Baton Rouge, and
Oh man, it was,
You know?
it was literally a mile and a half
right
down the road.
That's
Yeah.
right,
Yeah, it was
and
awesome.
down with Viking Drive, right?
Yeah, Viking to Benton, and then we're
Before we go real quick, Hayden Travinsky, I know you like baseball. What do you think of the LSU National Championship game?
Oh man, I geek out over LSU baseball, man. Me and another coach on our staff, we watched I think just about every single regional, super regional, World Series game. So having a guy from Airline High School was extremely special, and we've tied in a lot of guys. Our team doctor is former walk-on and scholarship offensive lineman Robert Smith.
Yeah.
And
Glad you mentioned Robert.
He does all of our kind of general practice type stuff, and our orthopedic played at Louisiana Tech, Dr. Mays, and but it's nice having things in common with Robert, and I went to LSU.
Yeah.
He graduated, played football at LSU, and he's super high energy and
O-lineman.
great guy, offensive lineman under Saban for a little while, and then Les Miles. So it's nice to have him around.
And I'm glad your wife let you watch baseball 8 out of 9 days.
Oh man, she would take the kids outside, and I got to kind of watch, just kind of, not bothered. Just got to watch all the games and have a great time. It was a whole lot.
Good luck to you, Coach.
All right, man, thanks so much.
Go Wampus, Cats, and Vikings.
Absolutely. Go
Vikings right
Vikings
now.
now,
We'll be back with Ben Taylor, quarterback, and Jeremiah Boudreaux, the corner, and we'll have fun because these two of the best players, I think, in the state. One's a 25 kid, one's a 24 kid. We'll be right back.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed Coach Scogin, Justin Scogin, the head coach of Airline High School, the Vikings. Viking Drive, actually got a chance to eat some Mexican food at Nikki's. I don't even know him. I'm not trying to give him a plug here. I like the place. I ate it at Natchitoches for a long time. I'm not from Natchitoches either. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but it's good food, huh, guys?
Yes,
sir.
Now, I got to ask you that first. Jeremiah Boudreaux, nice to meet you. Ben Taylor, do y'all go to that Mexican? It's right across the street from the school.
I haven't been to Nikki's in a while, actually, but El Paso is pretty good, too. Down Airline, yeah, that's my favorite now.
Man, if I just ate Mexican food, I'm like moving to Bossier City, right? I mean, all right, so you're a corner.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be a senior this year.
Yes, sir.
Ben, you're only going to be a junior.
Junior, sir.
You are tall, you're tall, and then you got one's going in practice, so you're going to be defending him in practice. What is that like defending him? And then I'm going to ask you in a minute what's like him maybe picking you off. But
Honestly, Ben kind of makes me mad sometimes,
he gets you?
Yeah, every now and then.
He can
Can't
put
let
the
him all
ball.
time.
He's got that college arm.
Yeah, he does. He definitely knows how to throw a good fade ball.
Can you bait him, though, and say, okay, I see it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The other day I was playing zone and got him pick.
Are you a man corner? You like to come up and like lock it down, or you like to just run with them and time it?
I'd rather play zone, but we play a lot of man in our defense, so
Okay.
it's just something you have to get used to.
Tell everybody how tall you are.
6'2". Yes, sir.
Perfect corner, people, for the NFL. And he's a high school kid. You have a 3.7 GPA,
Yes, sir.
and you're 180-ish.
I'm on 75.
I mean, that's Greedy Williams when he was at Calvary Baptist, and he's still in the NFL after 6 years. Did you grow up having a school that you liked?
I used to be a huge LSU fan.
Used to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm kind of keeping options open, you know.
Just kind of broaden it a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Is there like a number 2 school?
Number 2, not really.
You said Baylor?
Baylor, yes, I did go to a camp. I really enjoyed it. Coach Curtis, the DB coach there, he's a great guy. He taught me a lot of stuff that I'm going to be able to use this season.
Is Waco, how'd you like Waco?
It's nice. Baylor has a beautiful campus. The weather was nice, wasn't too hot. Got a lot of good work at the camp.
Okay. Ben, now it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
You face this guy. He's one of the best tall corners in the area. What's it like to have to get a ball not picked off by this
It's
kid
getting
here?
hard. The more it goes on, the more he starts to figure out what's going on. So, stuff like comebacks, fades, he's starting to play really good, and I like when the defense does good.
Yeah.
Like when they'll get picks and stuff, it just kind of, obviously I don't want to throw a pick in a
Yeah.
game especially.
Yeah.
But when they do stuff good, when they get picks, fumbles, make good tackles, it's always good because I know they'll do it in the game. It'll carry on.
And you know what I like is you threw for 3,100 yards last year.
Outrageous.
And you're not in an offense where you're trying to do that. Like it just happened. That's your first year to start. Isn't that crazy?
It is, especially as a sophomore.
And I'm just pumping you a little bit because, that progression, this is your second year as a junior. You're bigger. Your arm's stronger when you gain more weight. And your dad played ball. So what was it like for your dad playing ball, him to be able to tutor you before you even get to Airline?
It definitely helped me out a lot because there would be times like back when I was younger, I would just try to quit. I would get down on myself and I just wouldn't want to play anymore. And he always pushed me to keep going. And now that I'm at a higher level, high school and all that, we both know I want to play college. And he helps me out a lot. He's pushing me. He's paying money for me to be on meal plans, work out, give me just everything I need to get better, training, QB stuff, all that.
We're taking a break, come back and have our final minutes with Ben Taylor and Jeremiah Boudreaux. And with the secret of Boudreaux, the Boudreaux name's a South Louisiana name. We're going to let him explain that. I asked him earlier, when Opelousas came out, the city of Opelousas is tied to his family. I knew there was something there with Boudreaux, but we're going to come right back with Ben Taylor and Jeremiah to end the show. We'll be right back.
Gros Savon Lodge, the true sportsman's paradise. Gros Savon Lodge has fresh and saltwater fishing, alligator hunting, waterfowl hunting, and eco tours located south of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Give them a call at 337-598-2357. That number to call again is 337-598-2357, and have the time of your life.
Welcome back. Lieber King with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast, and they're going to put it up on the screen. And also hit the bell and share it to people that love football. We're covering baseball as we get closer to baseball. Ben, I think you'll like that. We've had even Will Clark come on. You probably know who that is, huh? Was a famous, well, that was 30 years before you, but Will Clark's a famous, your coach Justin knows who Will Clark is.
Jesuit High School. Famous
Mississippi State Hall of Famer from Jesuit in New Orleans. But we'll get the LSU's on and the Techs. And speaking of that, Ben, your dad played ball.
Yes, sir.
I asked Jeremiah who he liked, and LSU, Baylor, wide open. What about you?
Since LSU, since I was like 6 years old, I've loved LSU, everything about it. I love watching the games, and that's like the end goal. That's where I want to go. But I'm just keeping my options open. I don't have any offers yet. Got a few coaches texting me, inviting me to camps like Baylor and stuff like that. Harding, that was a really good camp. But LSU is the main goal.
And you got 2 years left,
Yeah,
so.
yes, sir.
And recruiting quarterbacks always get, like Blake Shapen came out of Evangel Christian 4 years ago, and I remember his dad calling me Ken, and he was the #1 shortstop in the country in baseball. He thought he was going baseball. And then LSU and them, nobody offered him until the week before signing day. He had 14 D1 offers.
Oh, that's crazy.
USC called him the week before signing day. USC Trojans, we want you.
Yeah.
That's how quick it changes. So never get down on this process. LSU baseball, I got to ask you, what do you think of the national championship?
It was great. It was a good game. It was a good season. I love watching all the games. Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz. The first round guys, really good season, and it was entertaining. It was
And y'all have an alumnus from Airline, Travinsky.
yeah,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Mr. I mean, he's got the mustache and the thing going there. So, has he come to the school and talked to the guys yet, Hayden?
He came to Canes recently.
Okay.
And a few people got to go up there and meet
He
him.
was signing.
Yeah.
Oh,
baseball,
okay,
stuff like
okay.
that.
Jeremiah, who's the toughest receiver to guard in the in Bozier's report? Do you have one?
Bossier Shreveport, honestly, I'd go with our underclassman, Kenny. He's
Your teammate.
Yes, he's definitely surprised.
Coach
me.
said he's going to be really good.
He is, and he's just a sophomore now. So when he becomes his senior year, even this year, he's going to do great. But he's definitely the hardest I've had to deal with, and that's saying something.
That's it. That is. With all the teams around this area.
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's Woodlawn, Benton, and Houghton. And what do you think, Dan, about DBs outside of this guy?
You know, Parkway has the best DBs in my opinion. We had really good receivers last year. We have really good receivers this year, and there's nothing we can't handle. We're going to deal with it, and we're going to just based off what they do. We're going to run routes and do whatever we can to just be open, catch the ball, throw the right routes, right reads.
Coach said y'all have over 100 players in the program, which is phenomenal. Good luck to you this year. I know that y'all are going to have a great year. Coach is pumped. I know y'all were pumped up, and I'm excited for Airline and the Vikings. I've had a chance to see the team play over the years, and see what happens, huh?
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah, good luck to you. Ben, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the show, and again, share it with your friends and sports buddies across the state. It is statewide, the Sports Scouting Report. We'll see you on the next show.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lee Burkeen.